When the judge read the final order, she looked like she'd seen a ghost. She had to pay my lawyer fees, lose access to my house, and admit under oath that she'd planted a tracking device on me. All her lies fell apart. Her parents were in the courtroom too. You should have seen the way they looked at her. It started off so simple. She claimed I was too controlling, that I invaded her privacy. But then I found the AirTag in her purse, and everything changed. We met 2 years ago at a friend's birthday party. She was smart, funny, kind. At first, she worked in marketing, had great stories, and always said she was looking for something serious, something real. We moved fast. After 6 months, she moved into my place. It felt right, until small things started to feel off. She got defensive when I asked about where she'd been. She said I was tracking her like a cop, but I was just asking normal questions. She'd flip out if I didn't text back fast, but if I asked where she was, she'd say I was trying to control her. At the time, I still thought I was overreacting. One night, I came home late from a work meeting. She was sitting on the couch, arms crossed. She said, "Must have been a long meeting." I told her it was. Then she said, "Funny, your location didn't move for 2 hours." That made my stomach drop. I'd never shared my location with her. I laughed it off, but it haunted me. How did she know where I was? The next few days, I watched her closely. She guarded her phone like it held state secrets. She turned it upside down every time it buzzed. One morning, I accidentally used her car for a work errand. It smelled like men's cologne. I don't wear cologne. Later that day, she was stressed and distant. I was starting to feel paranoid. But then something else happened. I got a weird notification on my phone. Unknown AirTag detected moving with you. That made everything click. I'd heard about AirTags being used to track people. I checked all my pockets, my car, even my jackets. Nothing. Then I remembered she always carried her giant designer purse, even just to walk the dog. That was the moment I knew something was very wrong. So I waited until she went to the store. I opened her purse and started carefully checking each pocket. Hidden in the inner lining was a pocket-sized AirTag. I pulled it out and my hand started shaking. She wasn't worried I was tracking her. She was tracking me. I immediately turned it off. I took photos of where it was hidden, then placed it right back. I didn't say anything that night. I needed more proof. Over the next few days, I checked the AirTag serial number and contacted Apple. They confirmed when it was activated, 6 weeks ago. That's when she started getting unusually curious about my whereabouts. I downloaded a third-party app and scanned around. There wasn't just one. Another AirTag was hidden, inside the back seat of my car. That was it. I wasn't paranoid. This was real. I kept everything. Photos, timestamps, my location history, even a log of the AirTag alerts I received. She kept playing the same game. Coming home late, phone on silent, calling friends late at night and smiling when I asked who it was. I needed legal advice, so I called my older sister, who worked for a family law attorney. She set up a meeting for me the next day. The lawyer looked at the photos and said, "She's violating your privacy. This could go to court." So I started planning my exit, quietly. One night, she came home tipsy. Her phone buzzed and lit up. A man's name popped up, with heart emojis. She quickly swiped it away. She thought I didn't see it, but I did. The lawyer helped me draft a cease and desist letter first. We wanted to catch her off guard. Then I filed for a protective order. The next morning, I confronted her. She laughed. "You're tracking me but want to act like a victim?" I took the AirTag from her purse and placed it on the kitchen table. Her face went pale. I added, "This one's from the purse. The other one's from my car." She said nothing, just stared. Then she started crying, saying it was a joke, that she was scared I'd cheat, that she didn't mean harm. But it was too late. I handed her the envelope from my lawyer. Her face switched from tears to rage. "You'll regret this," she screamed. I moved out that weekend. My lawyer filed for legal action based on stalking and invasion of privacy. Her parents tried to call me. I didn't answer. Then something surprising happened. She countersued for emotional distress. She claimed I manipulated her, that I made her feel unsafe. but I had digital logs, receipts, emails, texts, and device tracking evidence. In court, she told the judge I was obsessed with control. The judge looked unimpressed. Then my lawyer submitted the AirTag evidence. Photos, the email from Apple, her own text saying, "I always know where you are." She broke. She started yelling in court. "He made me do it. I thought he was cheating." I stayed silent. The judge asked one thing: "Do you admit to placing the tracking devices without his consent?" She said yes. That was the end of the trial. The judge ordered her to pay all court costs and assume full responsibility. I got a no-contact order approved. Now she has a record. She's also lost her apartment. She couldn't afford rent after paying court fees. Last I heard, she's living back with her parents. I live in a different city now. New job, new place. It took a few months, but the peace I feel now is better than I imagined. I did meet someone new. She respects my privacy, and I trust her. We take things slow, and I never ignore red flags now, not even small ones. If someone gets angry when you ask basic questions, look closer. And if your partner accuses you of being controlling but won't explain where they've been, don't brush it off. What would you have done if you found a tracker in your partner's purse? Would you have confronted them or waited for more proof? Like I did? If you've ever dealt with a toxic partner, tell me your story in the comments. And if you want more stories like this, about cheating, betrayal, and karma, make sure you hit subscribe and turn on the bell. You don't want to miss what comes next.
Cabeza, vencido. Porque mi deber no es mío, es heredado. Hubo un tiempo en que creí que podía ser distinto, que los mapas no estaban hechos para encerrarnos, sino para mostrarnos caminos. Pero ahora solo veo fronteras que no se pueden cruzar. Ella lo escuchaba con una calma que nacía del hábito. Había escuchado muchas veces cómo las montañas delimitaban los sueños ajenos. ¿Por qué me has parado ahí fuera, Caleb? La pregunta lo estremeció. Cruzó las manos sobre la mesa, como si necesitara apoyarse en algo más firme que sí mismo. Porque aún sueño contigo. Porque aunque me case, aunque me llamen mi lord, o me den banquetes a la altura de mi apellido, sé que ninguna tierra prometida sabrá tu nombre. La frase la atravesó como un cuchillo lento. Los leños de la chimenea crepitaban suavemente, y en ese momento las paredes de esa posada parecían más frágiles que su entereza. Entonces ocurrió el giro inesperado. Caleb deslizó un pergamino lacrado sobre la mesa. Lo abrió. Ella reconoció el sello familiar de su casa. Era la carta de esponsales, firmada, sellada, pero no por él, sino por su tío. Aún no he estampado mi firma. Me han dado de plazo hasta mañana para formalizarlo oficialmente. Si lo elijo, si callo, dijo con voz áspera. Pero podría no hacerlo. Afuera la lluvia repiqueteaba. Su elección pesaba en el aire como una brújula rota. «Y si no lo haces», susurró Elisa. «¿Qué ganarás? ¿Un amor clandestino? ¿Escándalo? ¿Ser desheredado?» «Un mapa nuevo», respondió él sin pestañear. «Uno que empiece por ti». Ella lo miró con un fulgor que mezclaba miedo y deseo. El dilema palpitaba en su pecho. Ser la causa de su caída, o eternizar la distancia. Y entonces se oyó la campana de la catedral lejana. 4 campanadas. La tarde se rendía al crepúsculo. Elisa se incorporó. Él la miró con súplica pero sin rogar. Sus dedos se rozaron apenas. No hubo beso. Solo un murmullo. «No puedo ser el mapa que destruyas por buscarme», dijo ella, con lágrimas en los ojos. «Tu mundo está hecho de muros, el mío de caminos». Y salió bajo la lluvia, otra vez, sin volverse. El carruaje partió al alba siguiente. Caleb selló la carta. Casó con Lady Adeline 6 semanas más tarde, en una ceremonia que ocupó las columnas de la prensa burguesa. Ninguno supo más del otro, aunque ambos, en los años siguientes, aseguraron haber sentido una vez un temblor en la mano al sostener un mapa o firmar un pedazo de papel. Elisa continuó cartografiando zonas remotas. En cada margen del dibujo, cuando la tinta se secaba, aún creía distinguir el vago contorno de un perfil muy amado. Y ahora dime tú, si hubieras estado en el lugar de Elisa, ¿habrías elegido el amor, aunque eso significara destruir el único mundo que él conocía? Cuéntamelo en los comentarios y quédate si deseas escuchar más historias donde los mapas del alma desafían las fronteras de la razón.